Hi, this is my response to uh, Frank Van Riper's Manipulating Truth Losing Credibility article. And on April 1st, Brian Walsky, a photographer for the Los Angeles Times, he was fired after combining pictures from the war in Iraq to make a more eye-opening and more extreme picture, more photograph. And he had taken two pictures, and they weren't as effective as the one that he ultimately created, because the first just shows a soldier looking away from a man and his child, but his gun is still pointed in their direction, kind of outwards. Um, but in the second one, the same soldier, he's making a distinct gesture, and it is focused at the man and his child, the same man and his child, but they're actually looking away. So when you put the two together, it's a more effective picture, and it looks like the soldier's pointing a gun at the man and his child, and they're looking back at him. And just like due to the shock that one could have from looking at the picture, it made the first page of the LA Times, which is obviously a big deal because it was intended for people who aren't necessarily it's for anyone really, but people who aren't as interested in reading the news, or that really weren't interested or intrigued by the war, this would really catch their attention. This picture's like that extreme, that eye-opening, and um, but obviously, people who keep up with the war, they would want to see this too. And Walty wanted to try and display the reality of the war in Iraq and just how awful it is over there, but he obviously couldn't get a good enough picture, so he failed to do so until he altered this photograph. But also, it doesn't have any text or captions to go along with it, but it doesn't need it because that's just how strong it is. And just like the graphicness of the picture is enough to get the message across and doesn't need anything else. But that is the fake picture, so it's not the best one.